today we're going to review Tall Girl. Now, once again, like I always say, let's get the elephant out the room. I was like, this ensemble today is brought to you by my grandmother. Not that I'm wearing it to be close with her, but it seems to be, now that I'm gaining weight, the only thing I can fit. So awkward. Like always, I have my notes on my phone, and I'm gonna be painting my nails to keep myself preoccupied, because sometimes I find filming videos very awkward. So I notice, like, what helps me is if I'm preoccupied on something else while I'm just rambling on and talking, it helps the video go smoother. And to start off, I want you guys to comment what you thought about the movie if you've seen it, and if you haven't, go watch it, come back, or don't watch it and just watch this. You know, at the end of the day, you get better comedy here than you do in the movie. I'm just kidding. Let me not be a shady ass bitch. Okay, she complained about being a size 13, but it's like, okay, I'm 6'2", so I understand how it is to be tall. Do you get teased for being tall occasionally throughout school? Hell yeah. I was like this, when I heard her get called Sasquatch in high school, I think my two last years of high school, that was one of the comebacks people would use, because I used to stay like roasting people and gunning and stuff like that, and I would get my ass gunned back too, as I should have, because if you condition, you better be able to take it. And with that being said, one of the go-to were, "Hey Sasquatch," like so fucking stupid and so childish, but you know, it was their comeback. So yeah, and on top of that, girl, you act like they were ugly shoes. Like, those shoes were kind of tolerable. Oh, people who constantly say how's the weather's up there, I've been tall all my life, and literally I've never had somebody say how's the weather up there. I think if they did say that to me, I would look at them like they're a dumbass bitch. Like that's just so fucking stupid to me. Like, how's the weather up there? What I thought she should have said is like this: when somebody says how's the weather up there, she should have said, you should be asking me, how does it feel to have something in common with your parents, as in I'm looking down on you. That would have shut them up real quick. Ooh, that was a read. Note to self, write that down. Anyway, also, can we talk about those dramatic ass angles? Like, those angles had her looking like a teenage Paul Bunyan. Like, I was like, girl, anybody shooting from the wrong angle is gonna look obnoxiously big. I feel like they got extra small props, you know, to compare and contrast her body size to him. Cause like, girl, everything that she was by looked like it was something like out of a clown car or something like that, like extra small. And I'm like, girl, of course you're gonna look extra big. And maybe that was the metaphor they were trying to make it, like, you know, this is how she see maybe the film was from like her perspective in her mind, and it's kind of like a body dysmorphia disorder, where like this, people who have that see their body a totally different way than it actually really is sometime in reality. And I can understand that, but like, girl, like when she was sitting in the library, and first of all, that library, what fucking library has color coordinated books? Like, one side was yellow, one side was blue. I mean, maybe they will represent the genders on each side, but clearly, you know, if we have eyes, we can see what gender it is. I mean, maybe not so much today, but you know how that is. So I don't know, like, I was just looking at it like, first of all, that library, aesthetic as fuck, but unrealistic. Those fucking props that she had to sit in, anybody, like, girl, if you put my fat ass at a small ass table, first of all, girl, my love handle's gonna be hanging off the side, and there ain't gonna be no love about it. And that's all I gotta say about that. And okay, so maybe because I have a childish sense of humor also, when those girls were, that one girl gunned her, and she was like, she said she wanted to be like Taylor Swift, and more like taller Swift. That was so immature and lame. It was funny. Have you ever got that humor where it's like something that's so like, kind of like, bitch, did you really just say that? It's like a dad joke. It's so not funny, it makes it funny, you know? Because the person is so gung-ho behind it. Did I just say gung-ho? Ooh, note to self, don't say that again. Anyway, yeah, I was like, girl, Taylor Swift, that shit is low-key funny. Snapped. Like, it's not our fault, us tall hoes sometimes. We walk around looking like Sideshow Bob. Like, maybe they should have did a movie from a short person. Because a short person sometimes have more difficulties, than tall people do. Can I give you a pet peeve of being tall? And all my tall hoes, let me know. All my palm trees, reach out to a bitch. When you're tall and you have when you're standing and your jeans or your slacks or whatever you're wearing are the perfect size, but then as soon as you sit down, all of a sudden they want to go all Leviosa and start to levitate, and now you got high waters on. That's a curse of being tall. pants that fit perfectly when you standing, but then as soon as you sit down, they turn into high waters. Like, that's the shit that always used to bother me. Like, I could not win. I'm like, can a bitch live? They're like, no. I'm like, okay. And the fact that the whole movie, she always wanted to blend in, you know, and just be low key and just be a normal student. However, at the homecoming dance, she comes in that powder blue tuxedo, which was super unflattering, by the way. And it was kind of like, girl, what the hell are you wearing? Like, girl, you wanted to blend in. You made that very clear through the whole movie, but yet you come in a powder blue tuxedo with a Pirates of the Caribbean like collar around. And I'm not in no fashion, bitch, because look what I got on. I look a hot ass fucking mess. Because she walked on that stage looking like Slender Man, and I'm like, girl, what the hell is going on here? Like, what in the land before time? And she's talking about, like, I accept myself. A bad girl is me. No, I'm just kidding. But, I was just like, okay, girl, you accept yourself. The way I was raised, because I've always been, like, very husky and big, as in tall, you know. I've never been, like, obese. But I've always had an unapologetic confidence about me that I've learned over the years. Like, life's too short to be scared of something, you know. As Kat says in Euphoria, said this: I've been afraid my whole life that people were going to find out I was fat. But honestly, who gives a shit? There's nothing more powerful than a fat girl who doesn't give a fuck. And in that moment, I usually don't be like, oh my god, that quote fucking fits me. You know, I've never been a bitch to suck my own dick. However, I was like, bitch, that's kind of me, how I've lived my whole life, you know. My unapologetic, I don't give a fuck attitude, and I'll just walk into place like I'm a size 0, knowing I'm nothing of the sort. Like, bitch, where did you go to college? The University of Jupiter? But anyway, yeah, so it was kind of like, the Tall Girl movie in summary is kind of like her making herself an unrelatable minority. What this movie should have been called, Unrelatable Minorities. Okay? But yeah, I want this to feel like I'm bashing the movie, you know, like I was just comparing it to my life, and even though it's vastly unrelatable, like this movie is for somebody. It's not the worst movie you ever see. It's not the best movie you ever see. But then again, worst and best movies are in the eye of the beholder. The best, you know, watch it. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Like, was it just me or was it just me? But thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, because, you know, the queen of content is back. Halloween videos that nobody's gonna watch will be right around the corner. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.
Why you dropped another album in a week? I'm a wolf, but I be trusting.